Hello and welcome to today's video. My name is Josephine. If it's your first time stopping by, you are so welcome. And if you've been here for a while, thank you for sticking around as well. In today's video, I wanted to just share with you some of the herbs and the supplements that I use during the healing journey of shrinking fibroids naturally. And naturally, I mean using whole plant-based foods as medicine. In addition to that, working on the physical health, the mental, spiritual, wholesome healing, basically. And so this is just some of the herbs and the supplements that I added when at the beginning 6 years ago, when I found out that I had 7 fibroids. The largest was 14 centimeter. And so I thought, why not do a video and share with you ladies? If you are not if you're not aware of this, maybe you might get some info from this video that will support you. Now, I'm not big on herbs and supplements like that. I do not promote, and this is not a promotional video. I just want to show you the brands that I use. I do believe that we should be getting the vitamins, the minerals that we require for our body to function optimally through food. And what I mean is variety of foods should be able to give us what we need, and supplementation is something that should be second nature. If you are not eating variety of foods as you should, and you are not, you're not consuming enough foods of variety as well. And so if you have not checked your blood levels, and you don't know your levels of vitamin D, your iron, B12 for people who don't eat animal products, and you don't know, like, some of these are important, especially if you have female reproductive issues. A lot of women, they're low in vitamin D, or they're low in iron because of the excessive bleeding that is due to estrogen dominance. So these are just some of the symptoms. And for me to share this is because when I found out, I was pregnant, my vitamin D levels were super low, my iron was super low, because back then I used to have excessive bleeding, but now it's a different story. And I'm so thankful to God, because I can really come out here and tell you what has worked for me. And I know we are all different, but I do truly also believe that food is your medicine. And the reason why I added these supplements is because right now we live in an era of that has really messed up our environment, our soil. It's really chemical based. And so because of a lot of chemicals being used for mass production of food, our soil is depleted of these amazing minerals and vitamins that, the good old soil used to have. So it's a matter of, like, even if I eat variety of foods, but back then they did find out I was low on vitamin D and iron. But I still continue to take some of these supplements, and I'm going to tell you which ones, just because I feel like they are very essential. And also as a preventative thing that I'm doing, and just being very mindful on how I'm using it. I just continue to take them. I think they are very beneficial anyway. As we age, I think some of these are very essential as well. Now, something to be very cautious of is supplementation, and using herbs is something I do not promote, and this video does not contain any products that I'm promoting. I don't even show products here. Usually I just come and talk to you about it, but I just want to show you what I use, the brands I use. You can find something local in your pharmacy or your apotherapy, and then you can grab that and use that as well, if it's something that supports you. So this is not a promotional video, just showing you what I use and the amount that I take as well. And also to just give you an idea that what you can bring into your cabinet as well to support you in the detoxification process of shrinking fibroids naturally. Okay. So with that said, be aware with supplements, with herbs. Make sure you know the dosage, you know your levels first before you even get into herbs and supplementation. It's important to know your levels. Your blood levels will show you your vitamin D levels, your iron, all the minerals. So it's important that's the first step before you start supplementing, is your levels. So you know what you're actually supplementing, not just going into it. Herbs are beautiful. They're from nature. I respect herbs. I know the healing nature of herbs. My grandmother used herbs, and she has the variety of herbs. I wish I could sit down with her one day and just pick her brain, because that's what she takes a lot of herbs, and herbs are healing. But at the same time, you need to know what kind of herbs you're taking, why you're taking them, and the dosage of taking them. Because if you do not know why you're taking them and the dosage, they will counteract. If you're on medication, they can counteract, and they will do more harm than good to you. So very important to first of all, be very aware about the supplementation of herbs, of any kind of supplements that you're taking first. I want to put that out there. Okay. So this is just what I'm sharing, what I recommend, what I've used, what works for me, and I hope that it can support you. Okay. So the first one is vitamin D. Vitamin D that I take is this brand, and I have taken this for 6 years. Initially, I started with 2000 IU, but then later on, a year ago, I went to check my blood work, my levels of vitamin D, my iron, my B12, and every other little things they check in you. Shows up in your blood work. You have to do blood work in order for you to find out. They found out that my iron, my vitamin D, my iron were really good, even though at some time I stopped taking it. So because of that, I take it every day or every other day. And also I went down to 1000 IU. Vitamin D is really essential, first for immunity health, bone health as well. It's a great mood booster. If you are low on energy and your moods are not so great, this is really a great mood booster as well. And also there is some research that shows a correlation of low vitamin D and women who have fibroids or female reproductive issues. We are not exposed to enough sunlight. I am so blessed that I live in a sunny state, but still I'm not exposing my body to enough sunlight as I should. So because of that, it is essential that if you're not getting enough sunlight, you do need to supplement. But first, you need to find out your levels first. And vitamin D it will support your adrenal glands, where there's a lot of hormones being produced. And so you get good, healthy levels of hormones as well. It helps with just detoxification process. It helps with so many things in your body. And one of them is just healthy immune system. When you have healthy hormones, you have healthy immune system. You have vitamin D is essential in, as I said, production of healthy hormones as well. And you need to find out, and you need to know how the levels of vitamin D in order for you to bring that into your cabinet as well. Very, very essential for women who have fibroids or other female reproductive issues to find out their vitamin D levels. Even for pregnancy, fertility, vitamin D level is essential. So find out if you do need to add that into your cabinet. The other one is iron. The iron that I take, that I used to, now I only take it during my menses, 3 days during 3 days when I'm having my periods. I just add, just because I'm losing blood. So I just add for 3 days, then I stop. This is the brand. The initial one that I bought, I was in Europe. That's how I found out about this brand. But I also found out that they have it in Whole Foods. So I use this brand, and it's very natural. It has herbs. It's very easy for the body to digest. And it doesn't constipate you, because a lot of the herbs are very natural and it's food based. So most of it just easily absorbs into your body. I take it early, 30 minutes before food. So I usually take it the first thing in the morning. I like to take if I'm taking any herbs, maybe I have to give myself between meals. Either I take it between meals, like vitamin D, I take right after eating my breakfast, right? That's when I do it. But if I'm taking the iron pill, I will take it right. If I'm taking the iron, it's actually in liquid form. I do believe they have some tablets. But if I'm taking the iron, I take it right like early in the morning. The first thing in the morning, I would drink my glass of water with some lime in it, and then I would take this. Then I'll just be for like another 40 minutes before breakfast, and then I'm good. Okay. The other iron that I discovered that was very good and natural, this is the brand that I got. I got this in Europe as well, but I do believe you can find it online. A pharmacy in Europe will ship it to you. I do not take this right now, but I used it during my pregnancy to really increase my iron levels, because towards the end, I was told that my iron levels were super low. I even had to go to for the brown bottle irons that they sell in the pharmacy. I had to go I had to take that just to increase my iron levels. But if I knew, I would have started this earlier on during the pregnancy and just keep up with it. And my levels were good. Thank God my levels came back to normal, because otherwise they tell you need to get iron transfusion. And I was like, let's not do that. Okay, so it's important to just get good natural things that can easily absorb into your body, because if you're planning to take it almost like long term, I don't take the liquid one. As I said, I only take it during my menses, which is when I'm having 3 days, my periods. I take it just for refill, and it's not all the time. I take it maybe once or twice, and then that's it. So at this point, as of last year, when I checked my iron levels, they were really good. I eat a lot of variety of foods, and also iron-rich foods really get absorbed beautifully and easily into your body if you mix it with foods rich in vitamin C. So if you're eating iron-rich foods, next to your plate, get a high in vitamin C rich food, and that helps with the absorption. So I do eat a lot of like lentils, I'll eat a lot of beans, I do eat a lot of legumes as my protein base during the week. So because of that, they checked my irons, and they were great. I was very happy because I don't need supplement with iron anymore. But during pregnancy, because your fetus is growing, you definitely need to, they will tell you, they will also check your iron levels. But if you want to get into something natural, more healthy for the body, check that in Whole Foods, and just get started. It's easy for the body, and get to check your iron levels first before you start supplementing. I have to emphasize on that. It's important, right? Because you do not want excess of things. It's just moderate when you need it. How much do you need? Because excessive then brings a negative effect to the body. Okay. The other one that I added was spirulina. Spirulina, this is the brand that I use. I still use this in the smoothies. So I enjoy dark berry smoothie because they're low in sugar. So blackberry, raspberry, blueberry, and I add some avocado. I had a spoon, half a spoon of the spirulina. It followed the instruction of the dosage. I add that in my smoothie, really rich in vitamin A, K, B12, chlorophyll. I know that I used to use this one and chlorella, I believe so. I used to add that in my smoothie, and these are so great in detoxification process of the liver. When you're detoxing your liver, you are getting rid of that excess estrogen. So liver detoxification happens when you have adequate enough of minerals and vitamins into your body that really promotes that healthy liver. And if you have a healthy liver, it means your hormones are going to start being balanced. Your hormones are balancing because you are removing anything that is excess and just leaving the optimal level that is required for your health. Okay? So spirulina, look into that. Find a brand that is organic, really good. Look for organic stuff. I cannot emphasize that. I know some places they do not have it. Try your best. Look online if you can, and just get organic as much as you can. If not, just try to look for ethical brands, things that are ethical. Read your labels, know what you're buying. That will really help a lot. Okay. The other one is moringa. So moringa, this is what I use. I still add this in the smoothie as well. Moringa is high in calcium. It's high in iron as well, and amazing also minerals. It's an antioxidant. Calcium is really essential for health of your adrenal gland. Again, where for healthy promotion of healthy production of progesterone. And when you have good levels of progesterone, you're going to have good levels of estrogen, as long as everything is in balance. So you need to have iron levels as well. Red blood cells production, that will really, you need good red blood cells to get good iron, good blood flowing in your system. And because, women, if you have excessive bleeding, you are losing a lot of that iron. So you're losing that blood. So it's essential to just keep adding, get stuff that are natural, spirulina, algae. Spirulina is an algae. Moringa is really plant-based superfood as well. So if you can add that into your smoothie, even moringa, I think moringa, you can make just a drink from it. You can whip up like a drink with a plant-based milk and have it. It doesn't have to be necessarily a smoothie. I know at spirulina at some point I would just take water, add it in there and just chug it. Okay, drink it, chug it pretty much. Okay. So those are like the main supplements that I brought in. And when it comes to tea, so the herbs, dandelion tea, I know that if I wasn't consuming dandelion vegetable, which I used to buy as well, and I would cook it, but I would juice it mostly. Dandelion leaf, I would really good for detoxification of the liver, really good. So dandelion tea, get yourself dandelion tea. The other tea I use is nettle tea. Nettle tea is great. It really supports also the progesterone balancing in your body and also iron as well. I remember when I was pregnant, I took nettle tea. Be very aware when you're taking your tea, I would recommend not to take it right after eating, because sometimes it really does affect the absorption of some minerals in your body and vitamins. So it's essential to drink your tea before you eat. So you give yourself about 30, 45 minutes, even an hour, or give yourself in between meals. So after eating, give yourself like an hour before you can drink your tea. Warm temperature, sometimes ice cold tea as well. Add some lime. It's really good. It's better for you. Tannins, I believe, is the compound that is in tea that might, and there's different kinds that might inhibit the absorption of essential minerals and vitamins. So you might be eating a variety of foods and then you're constantly drinking tea right after eating, and it's not really helping you to absorb all this goodness that you need in your body. So just keep an eye, make sure that you're doing it almost in a good way that is supporting you and not like really depleting stuff from your body. Okay, and the last tea is raspberry leaf tea. Raspberry leaf tea, really good for hormonal health, even when you're still having your menses or your period. It helps with PMS as well. And I know that also during pregnancy, in moderation, raspberry tea is it's really recommended for the health of your uterus and contractions as well. So if you already have some of these in your pantry, you keep going with that. If you have something that you're using that you'd also like to suggest or recommend to other ladies, please leave a comment under the description box, so that way the other ladies can also, have an idea of what you're using, and it might just help someone or support someone. So leave that under the comment box. If you need additional support, also check a link under the description box. Takes you to the website. My website, where I have an ebook of what I used thoroughly when I was detoxing initially to shrink fibroid. And also there's a one-on-one call that you can also, if you need additional support, you can click on that link as well to get one-on-one support with me, and we can chat and see how to support you. Otherwise, this is what I took and I continue to take, because this is a healing journey. It's still a journey. I honestly say that this really helped and really supported me, and is still supporting me through just having that optimal health. I eat variety of foods, as I said, but I do feel like vitamin D is a big thing that a lot of people are they have low vitamin D. I don't know why that is, but as I said, even if you're consuming variety of foods, you're not getting probably enough vitamin D. It's not easily absorbed into your skin, or you're not being outside long enough for your skin to be exposed to to obtain enough to absorb onto your skin, just know your levels first and then supplement and see how you can support your body. There's no quick wonder herbs that work and shrink fibroids. Unfortunately, honestly, there are people out here, and I know that there are different people who are promoting different products. There's no quick wonder. This is a process and it's a journey and it's a lifestyle change, and it needs just patience and loving your body, and also needs a lot of faith, and believing that your body can heal and it's beautiful. So if you're in that point where you're feeling discouraged, you're feeling that you're doing everything but you're not seeing the results, just start to maybe think differently, or maybe things that maybe you're still holding on to. It might not just be food, it might be emotional things. It might be you need to expose your body more to physical things, more physical health, or mental as well. So it's not, food is just a percentage of it, but there's also these other areas that we also need to work on in order to heal ourselves wholesomely. So be encouraged. Your body is beautiful. It's meant to function beautifully with ease. You need to be happy in the body that you're in, because you only have one body, right? So if you can do your best to take care of it right now, so it can serve you well right now and in the future, you just do what you can to make that happen. Okay, so I hope this video will support you in that way. If you have any comments, anything, suggestions, leave that in the comment box. As always, I appreciate you. Be well, be healthy and happy, and I'll catch you next time. Okay, bye bye. Take care.